World leaders are meeting in Dubai for the COP28 climate summit. This year's focus is on reducing global methane emissions. Scientists say 2023 will be the hottest year ever recorded, and policy solutions are needed to combat climate change. This comes as CBS News national environmental correspondent David Schechter has released a new environmental documentary series called Warming Signs. Here's a preview.
Welcome to the Nyalison Research Station, just 700 miles from the North Pole. Countries from all over the world send all kinds of researchers here to study the high Arctic and how it's changing. Along with support staff, they live together, work together, and eat all of their meals together.
What happens in the Arctic doesn't stay in the Arctic.
Jack Kohler works for the Norwegian Polar Institute, a government agency that studies and monitors the Arctic. He's taking me to see the glacier that he's been studying for 27 years.
I can say that this is about where the front of the glacier was in 1996, the first time I came here. And now the glacier front is, as you can see, quite far away, almost 4 kilometers distant, 2.5 miles, the American audience.
At its front, the glacier is taller than a 15-story building and almost 2 miles wide. In just the past 2 years, the glacier has gone from here in 2021 to here in 2022, and now it's here in 2023. What's lost is like 8 football fields. That's what's happening now, but look what researchers found when they compared photos taken about 100 years ago.
So what I really try to communicate to people is that a drop of water that melts in Svalbard doesn't disappear off the face of the planet. It goes to the ocean, and the ocean covers the whole planet. And so when we melt ice in the Arctic, it goes to sea level rise.
42% of sea level rise comes from warming ocean water, which expands as it warms. 21% comes from melting glaciers around the world, 23% from melting ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica. What does that mean in the U.S.? Well, sea level rise projections over the next 30 years anticipate 10 to 14 inches of rise on the East Coast, 14 to 18 on the Gulf Coast, and 4 to 8 inches on the West Coast.
Sea level is inexorably rising, and glaciers are contributing very significantly to that.
And David joins us now from Fort Worth, Texas. David, I cannot wait to watch the rest of this docuseries. It is so dramatic to see how much has changed in just a few years. Based on what you learned, David, during the making of the docuseries, what needs to happen at this year's COP summit to truly fight global warming?
Yeah, Elaine, it's a great question. These summits, almost 200 nations from around the world, they come together and they try to make some progress on curbing the worst effects of climate change. But having something on paper that the entire world can agree on, as you can imagine, is not easy. So with that in mind, one of the highest ambitions this year is an agreement that would formally phase out the production of all fossil fuels, which are the primary driver of climate change. Many Western nations support the idea. Big oil producing countries do not, neither does big oil. So ideas like this have come up at past conferences and have been watered down or eliminated. But if an agreement is possible, it would likely come at the end of the conference, which is about a week from today. And right now, the proposed language calls for an orderly and just phase out of fossil fuels. That would be considered a landmark agreement, Elaine.
And before we let you go, David, participating nations at this year's summit are expected to detail how they'll slash methane emissions by 30% by 2030. What can you tell us about the Biden administration's plan?
Sure. Well, methane is not the primary driver of climate change. That's carbon dioxide. But methane is super potent. So the idea is that making progress today on methane emissions buys us time to work on the larger problem tomorrow. The U.S. is already one of 150 nations that have pledged to cut methane emissions by 30% by 2030, as you mentioned. However, over the weekend, the U.S. EPA announced a new rule aimed at sharply reducing methane emissions from existing oil and gas wells. So for the first time, the Biden administration would require oil and gas producers to detect and fix leaks of methane. And the reason that is big news is that one of the largest sources of methane comes from pipelines and drill sites and oil storage facilities.
All right, David Schechter. David, thank you. And warming signs will air on CBS stations and streaming across the country. For information, you can head over to cbsnews.com or check your local listings.